Right now at 6, a multi-million-dollar investment brings expanded free health care to La Crosse, who the new St. Clair Clinic will serve.
And Blair's cheese plant undergoing a major conversion. The cost to workers during the transition.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Some big news, more medical options for people living in La Crosse.
News 8 Now, Seth Padilla has more on a new clinic in the works. Seth.
Here's the big news. A new free St. Clair Clinic will be opening in the city of La Crosse. The clinic is part of a $3.2 million campaign to improve healthcare options. Its current location serves 50 patients per week, but in the last 5 years, that number jumped by 200%. The new clinic will have 9 exam rooms, and it'll serve those who work full-time, make $9 to $15 an hour, and can't afford rising healthcare costs.
They're in that gap where they can't afford it, it's not provided for them, but they're just not making enough money and don't qualify for any assistance or subsidies. So that's the group that we see every Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays.
Organizers hope the new clinic is ready by July. The current clinic is expected to stay open for 1 to 2 years. If you do want to donate to the new clinic or their mission, visit our website at news8000.com for more information. Reporting in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now.
We're hearing from the Winona County Sheriff for the first time since announcing he won't run for re-election. Ron Ganrud has been with the Sheriff's Office since 1986 and was elected sheriff in 2014. He says the decision wasn't easy, but it's time for the next chapter.
You know, I've been with the Sheriff's Office a long time, and if I can be of any help to that incoming sheriff, I'll be there for him, supportive of whoever it is.
Ganrud's law enforcement career spans nearly 40 years, starting with the St. Charles Police Department in 1980. He credited his team for the department's success, calling them the backbone of the office.
Well, happening now, the J&A committee is discussing 2 big proposals today, one including the city administrator position. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us live at City Hall with the details tonight. Jadius.
The J&A is reviewing the J&A is reviewing 2 versions of the city administrator position. An older proposal has been in discussion for years, with the new version now being considered alongside it. Under the new proposal, a city administrator will oversee daily operations, budgets, and city departments, while the mayor will remain focused on policy priorities and representing the city. The position will cost around $240,000 a year, including benefits. Now, that meeting is set to start right about now, so we will have those results later tonight at 10. Reporting in La Crosse, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, There we go. A student at the University of Wisconsin-Madison has tested positive for measles. The student was reportedly exposed to the disease during international travel. Officials don't know if the student was fully vaccinated against measles. The student is recovering and lives in an off-campus apartment. Officials say they are working to identify anyone who may have been exposed.
We do know with a high level of confidence we have a highly vaccinated population. We estimate, based on our own data, that about 95% of our campus is vaccinated against measles, which is a good place to be.
This marks the 2nd measles case confirmed in Wisconsin this year.
Well, it's looking like we'll be hitting some 30s this week. Greg, exactly when does that happen?
That'll come Thursday. It looks like we're going to have about a 24-hour period where we could be above 32. But in the meantime, we still had 20s today, a little bit colder today than we had for Monday, just because we started off colder and a little bit of a northwest wind. So overall, temperatures get up there to the 20s. That 10-degree at Black River Falls is not correct. The sensor's having issues there. Otherwise, we look at this evening, we're going to have increasing cloud cover off and on, but it'll start increasing as we get closer to 10 p.m., getting 15 down to 9. So very typical temperatures for this time of evening with very very light winds too. Eau Claire is going to start seeing cloud cover drastically increase as a system approaches from the northwest, getting back down to about 7 at 10 p.m. too, with light winds once again. Overall, if we look at the conditions, we're still in the teens for most locations. That wind has kind of died down too, so fairly 5 or less, so not much of a wind chill out there at either locations. Overall, there's your cloud cover beginning to pick up. A lot of this is high clouds, but we will start seeing increasing clouds as a system well to the northwest of us begins to push southeastward, and really it's going to be clouds, maybe a little bit of precipitation with that. But unfortunately, we're going to kind of break down later on how long this mild conditions are going to last, and if you like it, it might last for a while too. So as I say, if you remember what happened the first half of January, we might be repeating a little bit of that here coming forward.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
And a reminder, you can track weather on your block by downloading the First Warn weather app. Toma Middle and High School students attending Rachel's Challenge sessions today. The organization was created in 2001 after Rachel Scott was killed in the Columbine High School shooting. Embracing Rachel's final words, she wrote in an essay asking everyone to start a chain reaction of kindness.
School is a place that is safe, and that we all have that responsibility to look for the good in people, to surround ourselves with positive influences.
Since its start, Rachel's Challenge has trained 30 million students and educators across the country.
86 employees at Associated Milk Producers Blair Cheese plant will be laid off. The company is converting the facility from cheddar to cottage cheese production. Those layoffs will last until early 2027 when the plant resumes operations. That's according to the company's CEO. The plant will become one of the largest cottage cheese facilities in the country when completed.
Happening tomorrow, La Crosse and Eau Claire offering free bus fares all day. It's to honor Rosa Parks' birthday and Transit Equity Day, a national day of action held each year to celebrate the importance of safe transit for all people and communities. La Crosse Transit Center will host a celebration from 4 to 7 p.m. and Eau Claire Transfer Center holding a ceremony at noon.
Still to come, the brothers of Renee Good speak out in Washington, what they told lawmakers about their sister's death.
And a critical test finds flaws, why NASA is pushing back its Artemis II rocket launch.
Tomorrow morning, game day, food prices dropping for the big game. We'll break down the latest reports, and McDonald's serving caviar, and Art is tracking a warmer Wednesday when we see you at 5 a.m.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, your pup isn't just boarded, they're pampered. From tail wagging daycare to cozy overnight stays, we treat every dog like our own. Safe, clean, and full of fun. Book today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We built it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
At Vernon Health, we believe in your birth, your way. From prenatal visits to postpartum care, we provide continuous support, respect your birth plan, and ensure a smooth transition from pregnancy to parenthood. With expert lactation consultants and a comforting home-like environment, we're here for you before, during, and after delivery. Vernon Health, where your journey is in caring hands.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, we've got it all. Playful daycare, cozy overnight boarding, and a boutique full of treats, toys, and gear. Your pup gets love, care, and plenty of tail-wagging fun. And you get peace of mind. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
The House passed a funding package to end the partial government shutdown today by a vote of 217 to 214. The legislation includes 5 full-year spending bills, but will only temporarily fund the Department of Homeland Security while lawmakers work to reform ICE. President Trump signed the bill shortly after it passed.
More than 48 hours have passed since Nancy Guthrie was allegedly taken from her Tucson home. The 84-year-old is the mother of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie. Authorities found signs of forced entry and a small amount of blood at the scene. Guthrie is reportedly without life-saving medication.
We do believe that Nancy was taken from her home against her will, and that's where we're at.
The FBI is pursuing hundreds of leads in the case. Police say residents don't need to worry about a general threat to the community.
Joe Biden's ex-husband has been arrested. William Stevenson is accused of killing his current wife. Police say he killed Linda Stevenson after a domestic dispute in December. Stevenson is being held on a $500,000 cash bond. Right now, no comment from either former President Joe Biden and Jill Biden.
Back on Capitol Hill, 2 Democratic lawmakers held a public forum today on tactics and violent encounters in immigration enforcement. The brothers of Renee Good, the Minnesota woman who was fatally shot by an ICE agent last month, were among those who addressed the lawmakers.
The deep distress our family feels because of Nay's loss is in such a violent and unnecessary way is complicated by feelings of disbelief, distress, and desperation for change.
There are billions of people who now know her name, and it would be so easy to fall into the false belief the great heroic things are required to overcome difficult things in the world.
In his opening remarks, Representative Garcia out of California called the Department of Homeland Security and ICE, quote, completely out of control, and urged Congress to step in, quote, when constitutional rights are being violated.
Well, NASA is delaying its Artemis II moon mission after finding problems during a test run this week. The rocket had fuel leaks and communication issues during the test. NASA personnel say the cold weather made some problems worse.
We got a chance for the rocket to talk to us, and it did just that. Test gave us exactly what we needed. It was an opportunity for us to wring out the system as well as the team before we asked our crew to go fly on launch day.
4 astronauts were set to launch as early as Sunday. They'll now wait until March. The mission will take the crew around the moon and back, preparing for a moon landing planned for 2028.
A quick note, if you have questions about your consumer rights, now is your chance to get them answered. The DATCP is taking part in a Q&A session with our sister station in Madison. You can submit your questions to mrquinn@wisctv.com, and we'll bring you answers after the session.
We'll have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, along with the temperatures getting above 32 degrees Thursday, that does come with some precipitation chances. They'll have the timeout for you and show you how much we'll get and exactly how long this mild stretch will last. That'll coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Dreaming of a new ride? Apply today at driveultra.org and make your dream a reality. Hey, dogs can dream too. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination, because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms. We have kitchens. We have bathrooms. We have flooring. We have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
It's one of our biggest sales of the year. Get this Ashley sofa for just $339.
Get up to 60% off list during our huge President's Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get this reclining sofa for just $4.99. A Lazy Boy recliner for just $3.99. Get a Sealy Posturepedic mattress for just $7.99 with a free adjustable base. Pay no interest for up to 60 months on select purchases with approved credit. The huge President's Day sale at Slumberland. Absolutely the best time to buy.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Ditch your high-rate credit cards and transfer your balances to an Ultra Visa credit card. No balance transfer fees and a fixed-for-life balance transfer rate as low as 7.99% APR. Apply online and make the switch today. Ultra Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Yeah, overall, if you look back at January, you see the trend here. This is for Eau Claire, but the same trend really goes for La Crosse and pretty much the whole region. Warmer than average at the beginning, minus those 3 days that we had at the beginning. And the second half, obviously, very cold. So ended up on the month to be colder than average at both locations, depending on where you at. We are going to kind of flip it back and come back to this above average. Now, I don't think we'll see that high above average because our average temperature is starting to increase. So even if we get in the 40s, it's not quite as extreme as you would expect in early January. But we are going to go to a mild period once again, and we'll see how long this will last. But right now, currently, until we get there, we've got another little disturbance like we had yesterday, going to be diving southeastward just west of the area. So the precipitation with this, if it does occur, is going to be mainly west, but it is going to increase clouds for most areas briefly tonight, and then we'll start seeing them increase tomorrow. So not a huge impact with this, but once again, it'll play a little bit of a role with the cloud cover coming in. You'll start seeing that increasing overall from west to east across the area for a brief time later this evening and probably till about just after midnight. And then breaks will start appearing. So as you wake up tomorrow morning, some areas, especially further east you go, are probably going to be partly cloudy, mostly cloudy as you go further west. Here's some of the precipitation showing up just west there. So flurry activity is possible west of the river throughout the morning time. Don't expect much in any way accumulation with that. We'll have a few breaks in the clouds, especially further east to go towards the afternoon. But then cloud cover, once again, high clouds begin to increase because we're going to have a warm front that'll be approaching later Wednesday night. That's the warm front that brings some precipitation and gets us back in the 30s as we go on Thursday. Tonight's lows, some clearing, especially further northeast to go. Allow temperatures to get below zero once again. Most other areas are going to stay more in the single digits. Right now, overall, pretty similar to what we had this morning, too. Now, tomorrow's high is just a few degrees warmer probably than what we saw. Getting close to average, still a little bit below. Once again, sunshine will be hit and miss. Further east to go, more sunshine further west, a lot more cloud cover will stick around. Thursday is when we got the precipitation chance in the morning, then we'll rise above freezing in the afternoon, and then in fact we probably won't go below freezing for most locations until we get to Friday afternoon. So the temperature is going to be above freezing all night Thursday night. Now regarding the precipitation chance, we have two ones to go on. One's with the warm front that comes through Thursday morning. Some light snow that may extend further south and west. Better shot, you're going to see it Eau Claire northward. That brief amount of snow comes through. There is an opportunity on the backside of the snow coming through, a little bit of pink there, that we might see a transition from 8 to 9 a.m. or somewhere in that realm to a little bit of light freezing drizzle. That we'll have to keep an eye on. This kicks out of here. We're fairly dry for most of Thursday. In fact, we might see a little afternoon sunshine. And then later Thursday night when the cold front comes through, that's another opportunity for a little bit of light snow. And you can see a little pink there showing up. Maybe another little mix or even freezing drizzle coming through. That's going to slide southeastward. That's about all we get for the system with precipitation. So don't expect a lot. But it will come through at maybe the Thursday morning commute will be something to keep an eye on. And then Friday, that 35 is in the morning, and we're going to fall throughout the rest of the day as the winds pick up out of the northwest. Not a lot of cold air behind it. We only drop back to basically average on Saturday. And then Sunday, Monday, we start climbing right back up. And Monday and Tuesday look like we will hit 40s. Beyond that, there's a lot of uncertainty and whether we have precipitation comes back to the area. But the main thing is, even next week beyond Tuesday, it should be above average. We just don't know how far above average it may be.
But above average is above average.
Above average right now, it's
Doesn't
about
matter how
29 and start going up. So anything in the 30s, you're sitting pretty good.
All right. Thanks, Craig. Coming up next in sports, on the move, the Timberwolves are reportedly making a deal ahead of the trade deadline. Plus, after a shaky stretch, things are looking up for the UWL men. We'll hear from the team ahead of tomorrow's big conference matchup. Jacob is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate. Support local businesses by shopping at the Gourmet Candy Outlet in Jackson Plaza. Make every celebration deliciously unforgettable with fresh roasted nuts, fudge, and European chocolates. Or create your own gift box of assorted confections. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
At Schwabel, Getz & Sieben, the most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
I am here to say thank you to them to have a law firm to represent me with dignity and honesty.
A huge weight was taken off of our shoulders.
Above and beyond what's expected from your attorney.
They took the worry out of the situation.
I'm so grateful for them. I would highly recommend them to everybody.
Call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben or go to schwabel.com for a free consultation.
Support local businesses by shopping at the Gourmet Candy Outlet in Jackson Plaza. Make every celebration deliciously unforgettable with fresh roasted nuts, fudge, and European chocolates. Or create your own gift box of assorted confections. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, after setting a new school record with 25 wins last year, the expectations were high for the UW La Crosse men's basketball team entering this season. And after a brief hiccup in January, the team looks to be back on track and ready to make a run. Eagles made it all the way to the Elite Eight a season ago, the deepest run in program history. But 4 straight WIAC losses just over a month ago raised some eyebrows around what this year's team can do. But since then, UWL has rattled off 3 consecutive wins, and the team says that stretch bonded them, and now they're ready to make another run.
Obviously, we didn't want to lose those games, but I think it really helped us. I think we grew from it, and I think we became better from it.
The adversity that we faced as a team kind of made us closer, and now we're trying to fight back and claw back to get as many wins as we can before the end of the year.
And despite the 1-4 start to the conference season, the Eagles still control their own destiny. And with 6 games left in the regular season, UWL still has plenty of time to make a run for a conference crown.
We know how good we can be. We know, like, we're not any different of a talent-wise team than we were in the beginning. We just went through a bad stretch. That hasn't been something that's happened in the last 2 years, so it's uncommon to people. But we knew, like, it's part of it, you know, and it's just about how you respond to those things.
There is a 4-way tie atop the league standings, while La Crosse and Stout are just 1 game back of first place. Eagles travel to face Whitewater tomorrow at 7. Some high school football coaching news to pass along. West Salem's Ryan Olson is stepping down as head coach. He announced today. Olson had been in the position for the last 2 seasons, posting a combined record of 17-5 overall and 12-2 in the Coulee. In each of his 2 years in charge, the Panthers team made it to level 2 of the playoffs. He will remain in the position he's currently in, which is the school's athletic director. Meanwhile, we're less than 48 hours away from the trade deadline in the NBA. Still no news on Giannis, but the Timberwolves are offloading some money as they traded away Mike Conley to the Bulls today. With the move, Minnesota creates significant tax savings and another roster spot opens as the T-Wolves are linked to receiving interest with Giannis Antetokounmpo, this lines up those reports as well. Conley averaging 4.4 points and 2.9 assists per game this season. And happy Truck Day to those who celebrate. Today, the big day of loading up all the cargo that will make its way down to Phoenix for spring training for the Brewers. Among the equipment, 60 cases of sunflower seeds, 20 cases of bubble gum, 20,000 baseballs, roughly 1,000 bats, and of course, Bernie Brewer and the famous racing sausages there to provide some assistance. Milwaukee's first spring training game, February 21st against Cleveland, and opening day at American Family Field is March 26th. Guys, a lot of good stuff heading down south.
Yeah.
Sunflower seeds. Are we sunflower seeds? Gum people? What do we got?
Gum people.
I was always a big league chew guy when I was playing, but barbecue sunflower seeds were fantastic
See,
as well.
I just learned that there were flavored sunflower seeds. I've only just had the regular
Really?
kind.
A ton
Yeah.
of them. Oh, man.
Once you expand to new flavors, it's a whole new world.
What's your favorite
Ranch.
flavor?
Ranch.
Ranch?
Oh,
Oh, there's
excellent.
ranch?
Yep.
Ranch is one of the best. Dill pickle, some people like.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so a lot of different ones. You should
So it's like Blue Diamond almonds, like all the
There's
flavors.
a bunch of flavors.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Go into
lot of great
it. Okay,
flavors.
cool. All right.
Thanks, Jacob.
Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Get the bathroom you deserve at a price you can afford. Maxwell White Plumbing provides free estimates, quality materials, and expert installation. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
The pain was excruciating. It was bone on bone. And the orthopedic surgeon said, you need surgery. I didn't want the downtime.
Then Leo found QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative therapy and experts in resolving chronic joint pain with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
And I said, that's what I want. They can give me the help that I need.
Leo joined thousands who have found lasting relief from their chronic pain. Find out if you're a candidate by calling for a free consultation, 715-469-6462.
That inflammation went away and the pain went away. I'm able to work. Then I can do the things that I want to do now. I would recommend regenerative medicine over surgery any day. I got the help that I needed.
Don't let pain control your life any longer. For your free consultation, call QC Kinetics today, 715-469-6462, 715-469-6462.
If you have aging or cracked sewer lines that need to be replaced, choose Maxwell White. We make sewer replacements a stress-free process and make sure your lines are good to go for many years to come. For a limited time only, we're offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
All right, we'll have a lot more probably cloud cover out there tomorrow, but still some peaks of the sun getting up into the mid-20s. A few flurries possible in the morning, and then we have precipitation come back on Thursday, but that also comes with much milder conditions. In fact, we'll probably stay above freezing all the way through Friday morning before we kind of fall back behind a cold front. So otherwise, we get cool down Saturday, but for the extended, it's above average really throughout all next week, and that means 40s.
That's welcome news for Andy
Yep,
Brown.
it sure is. Love the 40s. Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you tonight at 10.